If you want to learn how to 3D model in Tinkercad, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the core basics of Tinkercad in a simple, beginner-friendly way so you can start creating your own 3D designs fast. Tinkercad is built on primitive modeling, which means you make complex objects by combining simple shapes, resizing them, moving them, and cutting holes out of them. Once you understand that workflow, the whole app becomes much easier to use. And before we jump in, if this tutorial helps you out, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more easy software tutorials, and make sure you stay to the end so you don't miss the pro tips for faster and more accurate modeling. First, let's talk about placing and moving shapes. When you open Tinkercad, you'll see the Basic Shapes panel on the right side. This is where you'll find all the simple building blocks like boxes, cylinders, spheres, cones, and more. To start your design, just drag any shape from that panel onto the blue work plane. That blue grid is your workspace, and every object you create will sit on it. Once your shape is on the work plane, you can move it around by clicking and dragging it horizontally. This is how you position parts of your model where you want them. If you need to move the shape up or down, look for the black cone handle above the object. That handle controls the Z-axis, which means height. Drag it upward to lift the shape, or down to place it lower. Now let's rotate a shape. Around the object, you'll see curved arrows. Click and drag those arrows to turn the object. Here's a great pro tip. If your cursor stays inside the rotation circle, Tinkercad will snap the rotation in 22.5-degree steps. If you move your cursor outside the circle, you get 1-degree precision, which is super helpful when you need more exact control. Next is resizing and scaling. When you click a shape, you'll see white and black handles appear around it. These handles let you change the size of the object. The white handles resize the width and length together, while the black handles usually change only one dimension at a time. If you want to keep your object's proportions perfect, hold Shift while dragging a corner handle. That gives you uniform scaling, which is really useful when you don't want the shape to become stretched or distorted. This is one of the most important habits in Tinkercad. Always resize with intention. Even small adjustments can make a big difference in how your final model looks, especially if you're building parts that need to fit together. Now let's move on to one of the most powerful Tinkercad techniques, which is creating holes. This is how you subtract material from a shape and make cutouts, openings, windows, slots, or other detailed features. Start by placing a shape like a cylinder or box on the work plane. Then go to the inspector window in the top right and change that shape from solid to hole. A hole shape won't add material. Instead, it removes material from anything it overlaps. After that, move the hole shape so it overlaps the solid shape you want to cut. The key here is overlap. If the hole doesn't touch the solid shape, nothing will happen. Once the shapes are positioned correctly, select both objects and press Ctrl+G to group them. When you group them, Tinkercad subtracts the hole from the solid shape, and you're left with a clean cutout. This technique is what makes Tinkercad so powerful for beginners, because even though you're only using basic shapes, you can still make surprisingly advanced designs just by combining and subtracting them. Next up is alignment and precision, which is essential if you want your designs to look professional. If you have multiple shapes and want them lined up perfectly, select the objects and press L to use the Align tool. You'll see black dots appear around the selection. These dots let you align the objects by their centers or edges. Just click the dots that match the position you want, and Tinkercad will snap everything into place. If you need to create symmetrical parts, like wheels, arms, wings, or mirrored pieces, the Mirror tool is extremely useful. Select the object and press M to mirror it. This flips the object, saving you time and helping you keep both sides of your design consistent. Another setting you should know about is the Snap Grid in the bottom right corner. This controls how much your objects move when you drag them. You can set it to 1 mm for faster movement, 0.1 mm for more precise design work, or turn snapping off entirely if you need total freedom. For most beginner projects, a smaller snap grid is great when you're trying to place parts accurately. So to recap, the basic Tinkercad workflow is simple. Add a shape, move it, resize it, rotate it, use hole shapes to subtract material, and then use Align and Mirror tools to make everything clean and precise. That's the foundation of almost every Tinkercad model. If you're just getting started, don't worry about making something perfect right away. The best way to learn Tinkercad is to experiment with simple shapes and build confidence step by step. Try making a nameplate, a keychain, a box with a hole, or a simple phone stand. The more you practice these tools, the faster you'll understand how to combine shapes into real 3D designs. If this tutorial helped you learn how to 3D model in Tinkercad, please give this video a like.
Subscribe for more beginner-friendly tutorials, and leave a comment if you want to see a full project walkthrough next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.